Josh Denbo, consumer protection, civil rights attorney. I am speaking to you now about one of the more common and really ugly, terrible loss mitigation frauds, mortgage servicing fraud and abuse that I call, that's what happens is servicer one takes a loss mitigation application, goes through the process, is determining to grant the loss mitigation option to give people a modification to keep them in their houses and give them an opportunity to catch up and stay on track and stay in their homes and pay their bills. All right. The number of people who run into trouble temporarily because of a job setback, because unfortunately a lot of times people have somebody in their orbit in their life going through a health or substance abuse problem that interrupts the income to the home. You know, life is tough. People need break every now and again, and that's what the mortgage servicing industry is required to do. Anyway, servicer one grants the modification, goes through the process. Servicer two takes the file, says, I don't know what you're talking about, because the two services didn't talk to each other, rejects the modification and makes them restart. That's a violation. That's actionable. I have a case, two cases going on right now. In one of them, my client actually got a signed permanent modification and the new servicer refused to honor it. On the first, there's more than two, but on these two, on the first, client did the trial modification, got himself bound to a final modification, and the new servicer refused to send the final modification. What happens? We sue. We sue. Most attorneys are like, well, I guess you're not entitled to it. That's bullshit. It's a contract. It's a settlement contract of a dispute on a mortgage, and the borrower is entitled to enforce it, entitled to win, entitled to attorney's fees, entitled to damages, entitled to credit repair. You got to find people ready to fight. I am ready to fight. I only practice in New Jersey, so the vast percentage of people watching this, I'm not going to be able to help. But this isn't so much about an advertisement for my services. It's to let people know that if the mortgage servicer is telling you that the modification you agreed to doesn't count, you're not crazy. They're just lying to you. Later.